Hello there, St. Luke's. Good to be back with you all for this midweek message. As some of you know, I am currently in Houston, Texas. I'm in my car at the moment because this is the quietest place that I could find to record this message. And we are finalizing an adoption of a little baby boy, Bradford Lee Koch, that we will be returning home with shortly. This is the end of a long journey for us with respect to this particular adoption agency. Almost 10 years ago now, when we returned from Europe, we began the process with this agency down in Texas, and for a variety of reasons, we kept getting pushed back, and then we weren't getting matched, and so we had sort of lost hope a little bit in this particular avenue, and then as you may know, about 2 weeks ago, we got a phone call, and they said, normally we give you a heads up on these situations, but we, in this case, we actually have a baby that has been born, and you are up for the match if you are ready. And we said, well, we are ready for the most part, emotionally and psychologically, but not particularly practically. So we packed and took off after church, as I said to you all a couple weeks ago, and we are just now finishing up all of the various appointments and forms and all the things that we need to take care of. But we thank you for your prayers. I can't wait to introduce you all to him. It's been a joy. It's been hectic. We have all been how many of us now are there? There's 6, 7, 8 of us in an Airbnb in Texas, in Houston. It's a wonderful city, but I'm looking forward to, less traffic, at the very least, back in Hilton Head. So at any rate, thank you for your prayers. Continue to pray for safe travel for us. I know you're in good hands. It was fun to watch listen to the live stream, watch the live stream this past Sunday, and we look forward to being back with you, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, God willing. We'll be back and safe and sound with number 6 in tow. So, but we do have a couple of announcements, and I wanted to make sure that I highlighted them for you. This Saturday, I'll be sad to miss, but we are having our family Christmas gathering. So if you want more information about that, let Amy know. But please, if you are so inclined, please come, and that is this Saturday, December 2nd, and I believe it's at 10 o'clock. I don't have an announcement in front of me here, but I believe it's at 10. At any rate, if you want to come, then please call the office and find out more about our family Christmas gathering this Saturday. On Sunday, we are having our women's luncheon, and our own Jessica Maples has ably stepped in to take the speaker's role. Liza was scheduled, but we obviously had other activities that preempted her speaking. But Jessica is a wonderful, gifted speaker, and we are blessed to have her on our staff, and you will be edified by her talk this Sunday. So please, if you haven't signed up already, please do. But if you have, then prepare yourself for a wonderful event. The Women's Luncheon is always, so far as long as I've been here, has been a wonderful time of fellowship and edification. And so mark your calendars this Sunday, December 3rd. Also, next week we begin something new. It's not entirely new, since we did have a Lenten speaking series last year, but this is the first Advent speaking series. We're having 3 weeks, and on Wednesday at 11:30, we're welcoming Michael and Sarah Dowling, who are the authors of Frog and Toad's Rainy Day Adventures, which is a book of fables, Christian sort of worldview fables. And they are Christian creatives, and they have a wonderful testimony and a very encouraging and uplifting sort of witness, and they're bringing a bunch of their books with them. So please come, and the lunch is donation only, so don't let that be a hindrance to you. 11:30 to 12 ish, we're going to have lunch and a time of fellowship, and then we'll have a short noonday prayer service, and followed by a presentation from the Dowlings, which will end promptly at 1 o'clock. And so you will be in by 11:30, out by 1. And it'll be a wonderful addition to your Advent sort of lives, your Advent preparation for Christmas, which we'll talk about at the very end here. And also, I want to thank you. No, excuse me. Before I get there, I want to highlight the preschool fundraiser that is hosted by the BMOC. That is on December, not this Saturday, but next, which will be December 9th. And it is a very important fundraiser for the financial health and life of our day school. It goes, a lot of the proceeds go to help with the scholarships, so we're able to underwrite people who need help with their tuition. And it is vitally important that we have as many people as possible participate in this fundraiser. So if you have not signed up and you're planning on it, then please do. The earlier you can do that, the better, because it lessens the anxiety levels from everyone. Also helps us prepare. But please consider not only coming yourself, but perhaps buying an extra ticket or two, all to a good purpose, and bringing a friend. Bringing someone who may be maybe not churched, maybe is looking for a church, or maybe is just going to another church but likes to support day schools. I mean, that's also a thing, and there are people like that. So it is all for a good cause, and so the proceeds are going to help our day school, and we really need you to sign up. We need you to come and give generously, and we need you to help us continue to underwrite this important ministry and mission of our church, this wonderful St. Luke's preschool, day school that we have. And we are praying already and excited about the opportunity. Not only is the food going to be wonderful, the auction is a blast, and the St. Luke's players are even going to put on some of their little comedy vignettes, or not just comedy. There's some dramatic ones also, but I believe, well, at any rate, it'll be worth coming to under the able sort of direction of Robin Zimmerman. Our St. Luke's players are something that should not be missed. And so at any rate, it'll be a wonderful time. So please consider. That is Saturday, December 9th. And you can sign up for it online. You can call the office. You can just call any of us, and we will help you get signed up for this wonderful fundraiser. And so also I want to thank you all for all of you who participated in our stewardship campaign. It is officially over, although we continue to have people trickle in here at the end. And so if that is you, then thank you. If you have considered and are still considering, well, then we hope that you will we hope that you will consider participating in our stewardship campaign. And we are grateful and thankful for all of you who have, for the generosity you've shown, for the increases that many people have made. And it's just been a wonderful time of encouragement and joy for not just me, but the staff and all of the vestry and all the people that are participating in the life of this church. And so I wanted to end actually today, as I've been you can imagine, having some more time to think around 4 o'clock in the morning now with a new little baby to feed or to try to feed. And, it's an amazing time, this Advent season. As someone who did not grow up in a liturgical church, as you well know, the time before Christmas was simply a sort of an extended shopping period. It's not a judgment on how I was brought up. It's just simply the way that the culture was developing, and it's even gotten worse nowadays. That after the first day after Thanksgiving, we just begin to shop, and Christmas, by the time it comes, for many people, has already been celebrated. And so I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for the discipline of Advent, this season before the Christmas day, where we are going to walk through in the church. We're going to walk through the reality that Jesus' birth was the fulfillment and the culmination of a long rescue plan, a long plan of redemption that God had inaugurated, even back so far as the fall in the garden itself, where the serpent's head was promised to be crushed. And so these weeks leading up to Christmas are a time to reflect on the awesome sort of the arc of history, of redemptive history, from the beginning to the end, from Genesis to Revelation, and Jesus' role as the central formative figure in the middle of that, who comes to seal the promise of redemption and make it available to all who call upon his name. And so by the time we get to Christmas, we will have been suffused with the grand arching story of God's amazing love for the world, that he sent his son to save, so that on that Christmas morning, when we sing joy to the world, then we will have been adequately prepared. Our hearts will have been that's what I said, again, we're suffused with this amazing love of God shown to his lost and wayward creatures that culminated in Jesus, but began many years ago. And so that's what this Advent season's about. And as I was sitting there thinking with the little baby in my hands, I was saying, this is the beginning of his life, the beginning of our new lives together, and it's an appropriate time simply in my life, but also I want to encourage you to consider in yours to think about not just the present, but the way that God has been faithful to you up to this point, that has brought you to this point in this day at this church, to make these prayers, to have these commitments, to have this sense of his presence with you, and let that sort of long history continue to strengthen and guide you as you consider the goodness of God for his people that has been shown to us in his Son, and that has been secured for us by his death and resurrection for all who call upon his name. Okay, well, I could say more, but I will leave you with this, and I will look forward to seeing you back. Pray for us. We will begin shortly the 16-hour drive back to home, and so pray for traveling mercies. But we can't wait to be back. We're grateful for the wonderful team that's in place that was able to so ably take care of the place while we were gone. But we certainly look forward to seeing you all soon. So until either this Wednesday or next Sunday or the next time we see each other, take care and God bless. All right.